Hi, Prabhu here. Today we will see about image-based lighting in Maya 2017 using Arnold render engine. The final output is look like this. I hope you like it. Stay tuned. Okay, before we start image-based lighting in Maya Arnold, we need to model some simple cup and saucer for our image-based lighting. So before that, you need to set the project. It's really important because we are not only do modeling. After that, we want to texture and light our scene. So go to File and choose Project window. So and choose New. So I will choose my project name of cup and saucer. So I will choose my D location. So if you want any other location, you will able to set but wherever you want. So I will choose my D drive and click accept. So now go to front view. Now we want to model the cup shape using CV curve tool. It will available in create panel and CV curve tool option box. Here you need to set 3 cubic. So I will close the settings. Now go to and take CV curve tool. So we want to draw from center of grid. So I want to draw my cup shape. So if you have any mistake, use backspace to undo. So I will draw my simple cup shape over here. And press enter to stop the tool. So right click and choose control vertex. If you have any troubles, you will able to adjust. Okay, now right click and choose object mode. Go to perspective view. So like this. Now I want to make this as mesh. So I will select this curve. Go to in modeling tab, go to surfaces and choose revolve option box. Here I will reset my settings. So I want to revolve in Y direction and give segments at least 25. So that means it will looks so smooth, and choose knobs and click revolve. So now my cup shape is perfectly aligned. Sometimes you have some black area over here, so that means you need to right click and choose isopome. So you want to click and drag over here. So click and drag on this isopome, so closer, and then go to surfaces and choose insert isopome. So that means the black area will clean. So now I go to window outliner. So I will select my revolve surface one, go to edit, delete by type and choose history. So now I select the curve and press delete. So I want to rename my surface as cup 01. So you want to rename as 01. It's really important. So because if you say take some duplicate using Control D, so it will automatically rename as 02. So it's really important. So now I want to draw my plate shape. So before that I want my handle. So go to front view and then I will minimize my outliner. Go to curves. Go to curves and choose CV curve tool. Go to create panel and choose CV curve tool. Press 4 in keyboard. So to see the wireframe, so you want to draw from inside. So like this. And press enter. So right click and choose control vertex. So if you want to adjust, use control vertex to adjust. So like this. So go to perspective, so I want little bit big, so go to front view, right click and choose control vertex. So I want to extend this one. So right click and choose object mode, go to perspective, so press 5. Now I want thickness to this curve, so go to curves and surfaces and click on this one. So that means it will automatically create it in center of grid. So I will move this one. So select this circle and shift select this nose curve and go to surfaces and choose extrude option box. So I will reset my settings. Here you need to choose tube at path, component and profile normal as a nose and choose extrude. So that means I will got this shape. So now I select this node circle and press R in keyboard. So I want to scale little bit smaller, so like this. So now go to outliner, so select this extrude surface 1 and go to edit delete by type and choose history. So now you select this both curve and press delete in keyboard. So here we have some troubles, so I want to close this hole. So right click and choose isopome, click and drag on this over here and go to surfaces and choose insert isopome. So right click and choose isopome. You want to give closer over here and go to surfaces and choose insert isopome. Now right click and choose hull. You want to select the last hull over here and press R and scale this one in middle like this. So you want to scale really small, so like this. Right click and choose object mode. Now I got like this. So here we have some resolution problem, so right click and choose isopome. So I will click and drag on this isopome and go to surfaces and choose insert isopome. Right click and choose isopome and surfaces and choose insert isopome. So you want to add some more resolutions and choose insert isopome. So that means it got some smooth shape. So I will one more over here and go to surfaces and choose insert isopome. So that's it. Now I want to rename this as cup handle 01. So I will select this both object and press Ctrl G to group. So and then rename my group as cup underscore grp01 and press enter. So now I want to make that saucer shape. So go to front view. So I will minimize my outliner. Go to press 4 in keyboard. Go to create and CV curve tool. So you want to draw from the center of grid. So I will draw like this. And press enter. So now I want to adjust using control vertex. So right click and choose object mode. So go to perspective. So in the curve selected, go to surfaces and choose revolve option box. So revolve in Y. So you want to give segments to 30. So because the plate is so big, so I will give 30 divisions and choose revolve and press 5. So now you able to see the saucer shape. So now I will go to outliner, so select the revolved surface one and go to edit, delete by type and choose history. Now select the curve one and press delete. So I want to rename this as saucer. So now I select this both cup group 01 and saucer 01. So I want to rename as 01. So using control, you want to select this both object and press Ctrl G to group. So and rename this group as cup and cup and saucer 01 and press enter. So like this. Now I want to create one ground plane. Before that, go to front view, press 4 in keyboard. So I want to select this cup group. See here, it will be little bit inside of our mesh. So go to outliner and select the cup group 01. I want to move this one little bit up. So go to perspective and press 5 in keyboard. Here you able to see what I say. See here, it will inside of our plate. So I will move a little bit upside. Go to front view, press 4 in keyboard. So I will move a little bit up and go to perspective and press 5 in keyboard. So now I got exact cup and saucer shape. So now I want to add one ground plane. So I will add create polyplane and press R and scale big. So I want to reduce my subdivisions to 1. So and then increase my thing. So now I got exact shape and exact model of my cup and saucer. So this one is the ground. So that's it. Now I will rename as ground 01. So that's it. Now we want to texture our model and apply some materials, and we start lighting. Before we start lighting our scene, you need to download texture file and HDRI map for this project. It's really important. So I will provide the link for you. The link in the description box below this video in my YouTube. So you will copy this link. So I will provide in my description box. So you need to copy this one and open your browser and right click and choose paste. So and then click download. So it will start downloading. Okay, it's completed. So I will open this one, right click and choose extract. So you need WinRAR to extract this one. So right click and choose extract to texture for cup. So now you want to open this extracted folder. Here you have two files. So one thing is wood texture, another one is HDRI map. Copy this both files and go to your destination folder. In your same project folder, you need to paste in your source images. So I already paste here. So you need to paste this one over here. So now go to Maya. So before we start lighting, we need to set our camera. So click spacebar to switch over our 4 views. I need only 2 views. Here I need perspective view. Here I need to set my camera view. So I will extend this one. So that means you got 2 views. So now click on this in rendering. You want to click on this one. So that means our camera will be automatically created in center of grid. So now you go to panels, perspective and choose camera 1. Now I adjust my camera like this. So here you need to set view camera settings and choose overscan, and view camera settings and choose resolution gate like this. So when we start lighting, your camera resolution is much lower. So after we complete our lighting, we will increase up to HD. So now I want to set my camera as 640 × 480. Go to render settings and in common tab you need to set preset to 640 into 480, so it's enough. So now I set my camera view like this and click on this button. So click on this button to lock this camera. So now you cannot able to move this file. So now I want to apply some materials for this cup. So I will select all my cup and saucer, right click and choose assign new material and choose Arnold. Here I want to choose AI standard, so it's really important. So and then I want to rename as cup and saucer, so Arnold 1. So like this. Now I want to give some colors, so click on this one and give some sandal color like this, light sandal, so like this. So now I want to adjust little bit more, so light sandal, so like this. Now I want to fill some coffee, so go to polygons and click on polycylinder, so it will automatically created in center of grid. Move up and press R and scale big. So right click and choose face, so select the bottom face and press delete. So right click and choose object mode, so when the object selected, go to modify and choose center pivot and press W. I want to move this one down, so until it contact our cup edge, so like this. Now I want to right click and choose assign new material and choose in Arnold, you want to choose same thing, AI standard. So this one is coffee, COFFEE, so underscore AI standard 2. So and click on this one and choose some light brownish color, so like this. So now I want to apply some texture for this ground, so go to top view. So when the ground plane selected, go to UV in modeling tab, go to UV and choose planar option box and choose, I will reset my settings and choose bounding box. This will project on camera, so and choose keep image width and height ratio and click project. Right click and choose object mode, so when the ground plane selected, right click and choose assign new materials, choose Arnold, same thing, AI standard. So and then here you need to select on this checker box and go to file and choose filter type to off. In image name you want to click on this folder, so choose your wood texture over here and click open. So it will not shown in camera because you need to press 6 in keyboard to see the texture mode. So here also you need to press, so select this viewport and press 6. So now we want to light our scene, go to Arnold and choose Arnold render view. So here you need to set our renderable camera as camera 1, go to render, choose camera and choose camera shape 1. In default it will be set as perspective shape, so you need to set camera shape 1. So see here in our Arnold render view you cannot able to see anything because you need to set some light to view our object. So go to rendering tab, click on this area light, so press R and scale big, it automatically created in center of grid. Press W and move on this side in Z and press W, I will move on this side and press E and rotate in Y and rotate in X like this. So I will reduce my light, I will scale little bit So when the light selected, you need to rename this light as key underscore area light shape 1. So now I want to increase my exposure, so expand this Arnold tab. Don't increase the intensity, so you need to control by Arnold. So here you need to increase the exposure, so I will increase up to 5. So now you able to see the cup shape. So I want to increase much more, so I will give 10. So now you clearly see our cup shape, so I will give up to 12. So I will give 13. So 13 is really good, I think. So now you able to see our render. So see here, I will zoom in little bit. See here we have lot of noise in our shadow. So shift plus left mouse button, click and drag to render the region. So now I want to increase my samples amount. So when the key light selected, you want to increase the sample amount. So I will up to 5. So now our noise will be reduced much more, so I will give 6. So 6 is enough. So now our noise is reduced on this area. So now I need to add fill light. So when the key light selected, press W and press Ctrl D to duplicate. So I want to duplicate over here. So now I want to close my Arnold render view and go to Arnold and open it again. So that means it will render your full view. So I will press E and rotate in Y. So I will move on right side like this. And press W and move like this. So now I want to reduce my exposure in my fill light. So this I want to rename this light as fill. So I want to reduce my exposure up to 7. So it's enough. So and then I want to disable my cast shadow. So I didn't want any shadow. So now I see here our cup and saucer didn't have any reflection. So you need to add some reflections. So I will use shift plus left mouse button, click and drag to render some region. So when the cup shape selected, go to materials. Here you need to expand this specular tab. So you want to increase the specular weight to able to see some reflections. So and then I want to reduce little bit roughness to see clear reflections of our light. See here. So now I need to add some reflection on our coffee. So shift and left mouse button, click and drag on to render this region. When the coffee selected, so here also you need to increase the specular weight and then decrease the roughness to very low. So now you able to see the reflection in your coffee. So it's really nice. So I will close this one and open my Arnold render view to render our full region. So it's really nice. Now we need to apply HDRI map. It's really important. Go to Arnold. In lights you need to click on sky dome light. So that means we have some sky dome environment, so it will have some bright white color. So our scene will be changed to huge brightness. So because we have white color in our sky dome light. So when the sky dome selected, click on this checker and go to file, in filter type to off and click on this image folder icon. So we already copy and paste our HDRI map. So click on this one and click open. So now our HDRI map will be applied to the sky dome light. So now you need to select the sky dome light. Here you need to give resolution to 3000. So because it's depend upon your image size, so my image width is 3000 pixels, so I will give 3000. So here, see here, our scene is have huge brightness, so I will reduce using exposure. So I will reduce my exposure, so like this. So now see here, the brightness will be reduced. So now I want to render some region using shift plus left mouse button, click and drag. So I want to render this region. See here, when we plug on HDRI image, we have some noise. So you will be clean using the samples. In the sky dome selector, you want to increase the samples. So up to 3 or 4. So I will give 5 samples over here. Okay, now our noise will be reduced much more. So now we want to take full render with full HD. So I will close this one. So now go to render settings. In common tab, here you need to set something. In image size, you need to give full HD 1080. So I will render this full region. So when you take render with full HD in Arnold render view, so see here, it will be huge brightness. So because of, so I will reduce this one. So because of, it will be depend upon your size. So I will reduce my, when the sky dome selected, you need to reduce exposure much more. So I will reduce my exposure much more. So I will reduce much more, like so I will give minus 3.750. So I will select this view to render again. So now see here, our intense will be reduced. Okay, it's render completed. So see here, with little effort we have some photorealistic lighting happen in Arnold render. So we use some HDRI map to achieve some image based lighting. So I will save this image. So I will save image as color corrected. So I will save in my desktop as cup and saucer. So .jpeg. So and choose save. So I will preview this one. I hope you like it. I see you on next project. Click subscribe button to subscribe my YouTube channel for more Maya 2017 tutorials. Click here to also watch the tutorial of Mesh intro animation in Maya 2017. Click here to also watch the tutorial of new feature found in UV editor in Maya 2017.